Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and let's talk Frostnite Week 2 Challenge, Burn Bright. Let's talk about some tips and hints and what I've learned from running this quest a few times. Now, if you guys saw my video, I did release a video earlier, yesterday I believe. Actually, it's been more now. It's been over a day now, where I showed you guys our attempts. So Lois, Dizzy, Miss Mew Mew, and myself, we all jumped in and we tried to get this done. It took us 4 tries, over 3 hours of trying. And I did go back. Actually, the video that I put out was very heavily edited. I took over 3 hours worth of gameplay and footage and squished it down to like 15 minutes. So if you guys want to check out, I'll leave that video link down below, and of course it'll pop over there at the end of this video. But what did I learn? What did I learn from going through that over and over again? And actually, I learned a lot more watching the replays, watching my footage of what we did. And I also realized that we were this close to completing it the first time. We could have done it, but it was my fault. If I would have survived 4 more seconds, I think it was, we could have done it. I just had to run away, and we probably would have been able to finish it on the first time, but I don't think I would have learned as much as I did with us going through it over and over and over again. So what are my tips? I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips here that I think are really, really invaluable. And we're going to start with the setup. So looking over what we did, the first couple of times that I did that, that I played it, I was focusing too much on gathering resources, and I really shouldn't have focused that much on the resources. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad to have resources, especially for later in the game, because you did have to build up, put up those walls, especially for those takers and everything. So I think I can complete it with my ninja. I really do believe I could complete it with ninja, but going in with my soldier made a huge difference, because I was able to do a lot more damage when it came to using my candy corn LMG. And that's what I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you 4 tips pretty much. The first tip I'm going to give you is probably the most important tip, and that is communicate with your team. If you go in with a team that is complete, random people, you might be able to pull it off too, because there are some people who are really good and they work really hard at it. But having the right team makes a huge difference. And honestly, having a constructor on your team is a huge thing. Now, unfortunately, I'm not very good with constructors yet. So if you go in with a team and at least one person is a constructor who can focus on dropping that base, if it's a heavy base and it has, the effect where, bonk, the bring the base, what's that called? Is that what it's called? Bring the base? The skill where after a certain amount of hits, just bonk, and it does a shockwave out. That helps invaluably, as well as setting down the home base, so that it also increases the health of everything. A big thing. It really helps out also too, because you have those extra traps and they heal, etc, etc, etc. So it really helps out. That's the first big tip. Definitely try and get yourself, or if you are a good constructor, helping other people out will be huge. It really helps to have a constructor. Second big tip I'm going to give you is going to be the weapons. So I would recommend, and this is something that I learned trying to go over it again, is using the candy corn LMG, or actually I haven't even worked on it yet. I haven't even touched it yet. The gumdrop pistol. What's it called? The ginger blaster. So the ginger blaster. So using the ginger blaster or the mercury LMG, not the mercury LMG, the candy corn LMG is going to be incredibly good, because it has this one has eliminating enemies with this weapon can spawn healing gumdrop pickups. And with the candy corn LMG, eliminating enemies with this weapon can spawn healing candy pickups. So I kind of feel like the candy corn LMG is a little better. It's got a bigger magazine size. You do burn through bullets, but it really does help out. It honestly 1 bajillion% super helps out, because you are going to be able to just, mow down enemies. And this is a really cool thing about the candy corn and the gumdrops. if you defeat an enemy, those are going to stick around. They're going to stick around for the entire instance. So if you defeat a bunch of enemies early on and you've got a bunch of gun drops and candy corn just laying around, you can just run around and pick those up when you really need that health in the later levels, in the later rounds. So that is a huge thing. Along with this one is going to be my next tip, which is going to be the launcher. So because you only have like 15, 10, 20 seconds between, I think it's 15 seconds between each round, you don't have time. You don't even have time to run out and get the drops, the drops of you don't have any time. You have no time at all. And because you're going to get wave after wave of enemies, once you get the lobbers and the flingers and the exploders who are just going to come down and just take down your, they're just going to take down everything. Having a really good launcher is going to help so much. Now, of course, using a launcher will trigger all the presents that are going to be on the floor, which will blow everything up. But trust me, having a launcher, and this launcher specifically, this launcher, Santa's Little Helper, is amazing for this. And let me show you guys why. So let's go ahead and let's sort this by launcher. Sort by name, subtype. Okay. So the thing that makes this launcher, and honestly, I don't know why, it's really incredible, is going to be that impact. Okay, now of course I haven't tried it yet with my bazooka, and this is the first weapon that I have at 106 as well. The crazy thing about it, and this is really interesting, is that yes, it doesn't have I mean, it only has what, 15 shots, I think. Yeah, it has 15 shots. It's the same as if you were doing a bazooka or a dam buster. It's the same thing. And actually, I think I haven't taken my dam buster up to 106, but I kind of think that the impact on Santa's Little Helper is much higher. Now, I'm kind of thinking of the next time I go into it using my bazooka, because my bazooka has a reload of 1 second, whereas this one has 1.4, this one has 1.8, and the dam buster has 2.6. Oh yeah, the dam buster has a much slower reload time. My fire rate is 7.75. Yeah, honestly, they're all the same one. As soon as you have a you know, a rocket in the chamber, you can pretty much fire it out. I haven't tried out the jack-o'-lantern, and the main reason why I'm not really that excited about the Noble Launcher and the bowler is because the bowler actually takes a little bit longer to reload, like to fill up, you know? I don't know, maybe it's because it's 1.8. The bowler is great because it will knock back enemies in like a boink, boink, bonk. You know, it has a longer, I like that. I like that about the bowler. But it just feels a tiny bit too slow for this. For this Burn Bright, you've got to get those shots out fast. And the Noble Launcher, as much as I like the Noble Launcher, it just feels too slow as well. It feels like you're just triggering so much more. You need faster, just jump and shoot kind of thing, and moving around. I gotta say, Santa's Little Helper, because of its impact, because of its damage, probably, of course, because I do have it at 106, I kind of want to go ahead and make a level 82 one, and then compare it easier, or compare it better, I guess, to my other launchers and see what's going to be better. I do think also I'm going to be changing this weapon, and I kind of feel that I like these. I like these. I like it. I really like them, actually. The critical rating, damage, and everything. But I'm actually kind of thinking that, ooh, no, we don't want to do that. We do not want to do that. Let's go ahead and change the perks. I'm thinking of what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this one to durability, because we do need the durability. I like the reload speed because I really like the reload speed. I'm thinking of changing this to energy. Yes, energy, believe it or not. And then I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to, I like the damage to afflicted, but I actually think I'm going to be changing this to a crit damage. So it'll be sort of a crit damage weapon, definitely with more durability. We're going to need that durability. And I do like the reload speed. I really do like the reload speed of 1.4. It's really good. Taking these up to epic and probably changing this to an energy element. I like the physical as well, just because it is an impact weapon. But I don't know. I'm kind of debating about that. But definitely because of the impact, it will knock back these enemies. It will give you that little bit, that just a little bit of time to, I was gonna say catch your breath, but it's not gonna, it doesn't help you at all in catching your breath. But it will give you a little bit of time to at least get away or just knock these back. Now something else I did notice, and I don't know if it's just a graphical bug, but I do feel that sometimes my Santa's Little Helper, it's not making an explosion. It kind of feels like something that just goes through the ground and the enemies just disappear. Now that's probably because of the giant number of enemies on the screen and in the instance, but you know, it is how it is. So anyway, the last tip. So these are going to be my four big tips for this one. Like I said, you know, definitely, you know, communicate with your team and go through, and you know, if you have a constructor on your team, it's awesome. Definitely the weapons. I guess it's 3 tips then. The weapons that I would recommend are going to be either the hacksaw, the candy corn LMG or the ginger blaster for healing, and then a really good launcher with a good impact for, you know, mid and late game. And the last tip I'm going to give you guys is something that we discovered while going through this, and this is thanks to Miss Lois and Miss Mew Mew, and also Miss Mew Mew, who actually really discovered this more, and it makes a huge difference. If you have the materials, or I guess if you have it, taking your healing pad and leveling up your healing pad. So I was kind of hoping that I thought I had one. I thought I had a healing pad from Miss Mew Mew, but it's something really interesting. Where, let me check my backpack. Do I have one? No, I don't have one. I thought I had one. I thought I had asked her for one. But a healing pad is going to be incredible, especially if you have a healing pad with a high reload speed. Making some healing pads late in the game, or at the very end game, or right before, I would say like maybe round 9 or 10, and peppering them all around the floor, it's gonna help you out so much. Those healing pads, yes, they're not gonna do anything to your enemies, but you're going to be trying to put those traps farther out. And I'm probably going to make another video later. I haven't really seen how to build the traps yet, so that's why I'm not talking about traps right now. I'm probably going to make another video later this week, or maybe in the weekend, and kind of like a part 2 to this, because this is a really tough instance. It's a very tough event. But using this healing trap, putting healing traps down, and if you have a ton of them, at especially the high level ones that can heal a lot, putting them down is going to increase your building health, healing amount, and reload speed. It's gonna be amazing. It's incredible what a difference they make, because if you put a bunch on the floor, you're gonna be running through them, getting healed as you're getting hurt, and you're just gonna be using launchers anyway. So if you use a rocket launcher, if you use Santa's Little Helper to just mow a path and just, you know, destroy as much as you can of the enemy, and you're running around healing on these healing pads, it makes a huge difference. Add on that all the candy or gumdrops that you've left from before. It can really give you that little extra to just make it to the end. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I'm definitely gonna be trying to help out viewers. I'm gonna be streaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday actually, so I plan to dedicate a good portion of my streams each of those days to helping as many people as we can to try and get them to get this done, at least to get the pop shot. I will be doing a review on the weapon. I don't think it's the greatest weapon. It's a pretty decent shotgun. I don't even know where I have it. Let's see. My only criticism of this weapon would be the fact that, actually, I have no idea where I have it. Did I already put it as my favorite? The only criticism that I would have of the weapon is the fact that it is not there it is. It has such a small magazine, you know. For a fast firing shotgun, a small magazine is not going to be anything if you compare it to like the room sweeper, you know. Having a really decent room sweeper, I think, might be better than the pop shot, but again, I'll work on it. I'll see exactly what I think about it. Of course, if you're looking for damage, go critical build, but you know, it's always fun to do different things, and I'm kind of wondering if it's possible to put an extra magazine in this, but we'll check that later. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Those are my 3 big tips, I guess, right now for the Burn Bright event. Good luck if you're trying it. Of course, I will make another video later down the line in a few days. Hopefully, I'm going to do it a few more times, help out some more people. And if we can figure out more tips and more ways to just get through this event, I'll definitely be sharing with you guys. But thanks a lot for watching. Come enjoy the stream. If you are watching this video, I might be live if it's during the day. My schedule is posted on my Twitter. Go and check that out. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoy this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please, 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 please do me a huge favor and have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.